This is Jessica Otten, and this is my interview number 2 for CLD 251 Interpersonal Communication. Hi there, I'm Jessica Otten. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Platt.
Hi, Mrs. Platt. I understand you are here today to talk about a problem. I just want you to know, prior to discussing this problem, that everything we talk about will be kept confidential. Please don't feel pressured to discuss anything you're not comfortable with. I'm solely here to listen, and I'm not here to give you advice. So, Mrs. Platt, what is it that you want to discuss today?
Well, basically, lately, my 4-year-old son, Tommy, whenever he comes home, he, doesn't really interact with the family much. He'll go to his room, stay in his room, play with some of his toys, or he'll go to the basement, or he'll go to the playroom, and lately, he just seems really different, and I'm just kind of confused as to knowing why this is happening because he's Tommy's a very outgoing child, and I've never had any problems with him like this. So I'm just really confused as to why all of a sudden this is happening with him.
All right, so you said he's 4 years old. Is he placed at a childcare center at the moment?
Yes, he is. He's placed at a childcare that's about a 5-minute drive away from our house.
And you said he's very almost like distant in a way. Does he show this behavior at the childcare center? Have you like witnessed or been told or anything?
No, I've only seen it, like, I've only ever noticed it and observed it, inside our house. So when he comes home from childcare is when I notice, him, go to his room or go to the playroom and not really interact with us.
Okay. Um, does he have any siblings at home or?
Yes, he has a sister and a brother, both which are older.
Okay, and has he acted this way around his siblings, or is it just directed at like certain people, like maybe at you, or like I don't know, is it affecting the siblings or?
Yes, it is because, like I said earlier, he will just go to his room, or even if he's in the playroom and one of his siblings comes in, he'll stay with them for like a short period of time, like only maybe a matter of like minutes, and then he like directs himself to another part of a room where he's typically alone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and do you know when this behavior started occurring? Like when he started to become distant?
To be honest, I started noticing it. I think it was roughly about 2 weeks ago. Um, he just, came home, and, for the first couple of days that it was happening, I kind of thought, maybe he just wants to play by himself, not interact much, and then it started like being like a recurring thing, and then it
Mm-hmm.
started to make me wonder like what really is happening, and I'm just a little confused as to why it's happening and whatnot.
Um, has he like his emotions? I mean, how does he feel like lately? Is he happy? Is he like sad? Like, do you realize any changes in emotions or anything? Or
Yeah, I would say I have like I said, he's a very outgoing child, and generally he's happy, and with this happening I've just noting he's more what's the word? Like he's more, I guess, more reserved.
okay,
You know, when he comes home, he's not as giggly and laughy as like he normally would be. Um, but it's not like emotions where he's like constantly very angry or like sad and he's crying. It's just more of a he's kind of more reserved and a little bit more quiet at
okay,
times.
all right. And how do you feel about his recent behavior? Like, how's it affected you?
Oh, well, like it's just, like I said, at first I was kind of like, okay, maybe it's just like something small. And then now that it's happening more, it's really gotten me worried. Like, I'm not sure, like, did something happen at the child care center? Was it something that happened inside my house? And I'm just like really worried because like I love my child with my whole life, and like you want the best for your kids, and I'm just kind of really confused as to why this is happening to him. Especially, it's just confusing to me and it worries me because he is an easygoing and happy child that this is very like out of the ordinary, and it's just making me like worried constantly, and like I just have that fear as to like what might be going on.
All right, so you said you like wondered if anything's happened at home or um, in the childcare center. And do you know if anything has happened, or is that like still what you're wondering like now?
Well, the childcare center, I don't really know anything. Um, now, um, now that I'm thinking about it, in the home, in my house, his older siblings are um, 9 and 10, so they're a year apart, so they're very close, and they spend a lot of their time together at home, um, doing activities and playing together. So now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he's starting to feel left out. I'm not really sure, but that's definitely making me think about it now.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like you have found a solution that seems valid. I would look into that and talk to your siblings or like, like maybe even the childcare center. You don't know if anything's gone along gone down there. Yeah, like look into those things. And I'm always here for you to talk to if need be. I want to just thank you for coming in here to talk to me. And I really hope all goes well with your son.
Okay, thank you.
Right.